let's talk about veganism and any kind of diet you think it's better than the others. You see, if you are on your spiritual path, I see so many people that get stuck in thinking they are better just because they're not eating meat. But let me tell you something. While I gaze the sun, how can you see any different from a plant and an animal or anything? How can you say, oh, I am empathic, I have compassion for animals? What about when you pick up a fruit, or when you take off the ground, the vegetables? It's the same thing. It's the cycle of life. We are so afraid of death. We haven't built a relationship with death. So we think we're doing something wrong if we kill an animal and eat it. The problem is not eating meat itself. It's about the consumism, like the how much we produce in this world. We need so little. But because we have to produce, because we have to buy, because you have to earn money, there is a lot of everything, and we don't need it. Lots of plastic, lots of food. If you step into a supermarket, you think you're eating healthy just because you're eating vegetables? Those vegetables are full of pesticides or preservatives and so on. Like the meat, full of hormones and who knows what do they put in them. It's because they want to produce, they want it fast. If we come back to our natural rhythm, first of all, we discover that we need so much less than we are used to in any field of life, food-wise, of course, in this video. And if we develop our relationship with death, we can see the beauty in killing an animal to make it keep living within us. We see the beauty in the cycle of life. We kill so many things during the day, and we are not even aware of. We see a mosquito, plaf, dead. We step on ants, we step on grass. Bacteria are part of the all. If you are on your spiritual journey, you should keep in consideration this thing. It's not about what you do, what you eat. It's about how you do it. It's the relationship. Are you doing it with moderation? Are you doing it with gratitude? Are you doing it with presence rather than, oh, I'm vegan, I'm better than others. Oh, look how I'm saving the world. Everybody else is it's ignorant. It's unconscious. You see, everything, like spirituality, has many masks that are just to keep promoting unconsciousness, because everything that keeps creating separation in life between us and between everything, something is better, something is worse, it's just developing our ego rather than letting it die. And we are afraid also of letting our ego die because we didn't develop the relationship with death. If we start seeing death as part of life, an essential part of life, we can reconsider many things. We can reconsider every moment, because we have to learn how to die at every moment of our day, of our life, of our past, of our beliefs. Everything needs to die in this game. And we want to hold on everything like that is the evil in here. It's not, let me tell you. Now, am I saying go out and kill everything and everyone? Of course not. If you do the inner work, wow, the sun is amazing. On camera doesn't match the beauty. But anyway, we can change the world only by changing ourselves, by going deep within ourselves. Otherwise, we're just keep pointing our finger to people, to creating enemies, making problems without solving them because they cannot be solved at the level at which they have been created. We gotta transcend the game to make the problem disappear. Because if we elevate our level of consciousness, truly, not boosting our ego, not creating a spiritual ego, if we do so, you can be sure that all that intensive elements, how do you say in English, where you produce meat and so on, that it's those things are bad, but just because the majority of people are in a state of consciousness that it is producing those things. So it's not making the war against that, it's doing the work on ourselves. And everything that doesn't match our new level of awareness of consciousness will disappear. This is the beauty. This is where our power truly abides. And let me tell you that a person can eat pork from the supermarket on whatever kind of meat and whatever kind of food that is coming from factories, and be okay with himself, be present, appreciate that, be grateful, seeing the beauty, seeing the divine also in what he's eating, cooking it, preparing it with love. And those food has a much more healthier impact on that person than the healthiest food on earth that is organic and so on. If that person, let me finish, if that person is like, oh, I'm vegan, I'm better than everybody else, everybody is doing wrong in this world and I'm only one who is saving it, and you know, being proud, hating others and so on. Those emotions, that vanity, that superiority, it's having the food not digested properly and so on. So this is what I wanted to say today. And what else? Again, we've touched on the sacrality, the holiness of killing an animal. Again, if we start recognizing that we don't need that much, we don't need those intensive camps of I cannot find the word, but you get what I mean. We can produce less vegetables, and we can stop using preservatives and so on, and everything just we nourish ourselves, we feed ourselves, and not just with food, with so much else. So as we discover new form of energy, we'll see how so little we need. And so there will not be a problem in eating meat, because that meat will be fed, will be grown with love, with presence, and will be killed also with this kind of relationship, you know, like it is something holy that keeps living in us. Okay, in nature, the animals kills it by itself constantly. So is that a crime? Why are you empathic for an animal just because it's bigger, just because it has eyes? But life, it's also in plants, in fruits. What happened when you cut a tree? What happened when you when you take off the ground some vegetables or you pick up some fruits, don't you see? It is the same thing. It's just the cycle of life. Just because it lasts differently from our perception, we think an animal lasts longer than a vegetable, so on. It's not really the case. It's just a limited perspective. If we need a tree because we need wood, and we do it consciously, and we honor that, do you think God doesn't want us to use that wood? If we do so, not to... You see, the problem again, it's why are you doing what are you doing? Why do you want to make that much money? Why do you want to be someone? So if you cut a tree for that reason, that's there when the problem starts to emerge. But if you honestly need some wood and you cut a tree, or before cutting a tree, of course, you look around and you see what can you do with something that is already on the ground. That's a totally different approach to life. That becomes a totally different game that we all are going to play. So the world change because we are changing, and this can happen only by doing the inner work, by stop judging, by stop making enemies. Do yourself a favor and just think about yourself and see how these have a far greater impact than anything that you can do externally without doing the inner work. Enjoy your food. Food is a blessing. Do it consciously, do it with moderation, do it with gratitude, do it with presence, and everything is gonna be okay. Stop creating enemies. We are all one. See you in the next one. As always, peace, love. I believe in you.